The book of Revelation can feel pretty intense, right? But tucked inside is this moment of just pure, incredible hope. It's this vision in chapter 7 of a massive, triumphant crowd standing before God's throne. And today, we're going to break down exactly what's going on here. Right away, this vision brings up some huge questions. I mean, who are all these people? Where in the world did they come from? And what's the deal with the symbols, the white robes, and the palm branches? Let's get into it. Okay, so our journey starts inside this absolutely stunning heavenly scene. The prophet John, who's our eyes and ears here, is describing a crowd so enormous that you literally couldn't count them all. John sees this unbelievable group of people, and they're from everywhere, every nation, every tribe, every possible language you can imagine. And they're all standing there right in front of the throne of God and of the Lamb, Jesus Christ. And they're all shouting out with one voice in praise. It is just this incredible picture of total diversity and complete unity. Now, the vision makes a really crucial distinction here. See, the throne room is already packed with countless angels. These are spirit beings. But this great multitude, well, they're different. These are mortals, people who have actually lived through the trials and tribulations of life on earth and have come out the other side, judged worthy. They're kind of like the first wave of humanity to achieve this triumph. All right, so now that we have an idea of who these people are, let's decode the really powerful symbols they're carrying. This is where the vision gets incredibly rich with meaning. First up, let's talk about those white robes. This is such a classic and powerful symbol in Scripture. The color white, it stands for purity, holiness, righteousness. It's a sign that these people have been totally cleansed, made worthy to be in God's presence. And this is key. It's a purity they didn't achieve on their own, but through the sacrifice of the Lamb. And then you've got the palm branches. Now, these are not just some random accessory. They are packed with layers of meaning. I mean, think about it. In the Greco-Roman world, palms were a symbol of victory for champions. In Jewish tradition, they were all about joy and celebration during the Feast of Tabernacles. And of course, people waved them to welcome Jesus as a king. So with just this one image, you're getting victory, joy, and worship all rolled into one. So the vision keeps going, and one of the elders up there in the throne room asks John a question, almost like a pop quiz. He asks, hey, who are all these people in the white robes, and where did they come from? This whole exchange is basically setting up the big reveal. And the answer is just, wow. It's so powerful. They are the ones who came out of great tribulation. So this is not a group that had it easy. No way. These people are conquerors. They endured immense hardship, probably persecution for their faith, referencing the intense struggles of the early Christians, but they stayed faithful. And their purity wasn't something they were born with, it was earned, washed clean by the power of Christ's sacrifice. So what this really means is that the vision includes all righteous people who finished their time on earth. This even includes the martyrs from the chapter before, the ones crying out for justice. Well, here they are, in heaven, victorious, and their moment, the time for their ultimate reward, has finally come. So, after all that, what exactly is the reward? Well, the vision ends with this series of just beautiful and profound promises for this great multitude. First, there's a promise that all physical suffering is over. For people who likely lived with a daily struggle just to survive, this would have been huge. They will never feel hunger or thirst again. It's a promise of complete, eternal satisfaction. Next up is a promise of absolute safety. That line about the sun and heat not bothering them anymore, that spoke directly to the harsh realities of their world. It's just a powerful image of perfect shelter, of divine protection from any and every kind of harm. And finally, we get to what might be the most moving promise of all. It speaks to this incredible intimacy, this personal care, the idea that God Himself will wipe away every single tear. That signifies the end of all sorrow, all grief, all pain. It's the ultimate comfort. But wait, the vision doesn't just end there with rest and comfort. There's this surprising and really crucial addition to their reward. As one commentary so perfectly puts it, their new life isn't just about joy and safety, it's also about service. That's right, their eternal reward is not some passive retirement plan. It is active, it's joyful, and it's full of meaning and purpose. They're given this incredible honor of serving God day and night, right there in His presence. Their triumph doesn't lead to boredom, it leads to eternal, purposeful service. And that leaves us with a really fascinating thought to chew on. This vision kind of reframes what we think of as heaven. It's not just a place of eternal rest, but of eternal purpose. It suggests that maybe, just maybe, the ideal life isn't about escaping effort, but about having the freedom to joyfully serve a higher cause forever. It really makes you ask yourself, right? What are we really chasing? A life of comfort or a life of purpose?